Hello everyone and welcome inside to Westlake High School, the home of the Thunder, for tonight's Region 4 showdown between the Westlake Thunder and the Skyridge Falcons. JT Wistersill and Brian Priest with you on the call, and the second meeting between these two programs this year, Brian, and it should be a fun one.
Yeah, really looking forward to this one. JT, driving out here, I wasn't sure if I was still in Utah or not, but we got a great high school basketball game on tap.
Starting for the Falcons will be Mason Hunter, Cannon Jensen, Josh Davis, Dane Housley, and JJ Jory. For the Thunder, who just won the tip, it's Maverick McManus, Tyler Burdett, Bodie Kappel, Josh Kroll, and Simon Sua. McManus has it on the right wing. McManus drives, hangs, too strong on the shot. You can tell McManus' size could be a problem for the Falcons tonight. We'll see how they deal with it.
Yeah, McManus wasn't afraid to turn and go to the hoop there. We'll see just what his plan of attack is tonight.
Davis on the outside, swings it to Jensen. Jensen and Davis, two Skyridge football players off their 6A state championship team. Driving in is Hunter. Hunter has it taken away. Thunder pushing the pace ahead. It's Kroll, kicks it in the corner. He gets it back. Kroll spins, and the Thunder will reset their offense. This is a Westlake team that comes into this one 11-6 overall. They're 2-3 in Region 4 play, led by head coach Nate Carling. In his 9-year experience, 133 and 83 as a head coach. Kick it in the corner. Good job by the Thunder defense. They almost take it away, but ends up back with the Thunder. Burdett in the corner, kicks it. Shot won't go, but offensive rebound by McManus. McManus waits, kicks, Kappel. Too strong. Another offensive rebound, but an errant pass off it as Hunter gets it.
Couple offensive rebounds there for McManus, but still not a shot falling.
In the corner, Jory can't get it to go. Scoreless. Early goings here. Thunder with a few opportunities, to your point, Brian, those offensive rebounds. We talked about McManus, the 6'5 senior. Thunder employing the zone defense to try to limit him. That shot in the corner from Sua off the mark. Westlake tried to push it ahead. Thunder get it. And the Thunder take it away. Running the floor. Kappel finishes the layup on the other end. On the other end, Skyridge trying to work it around. Shot won't go. Rebound collected by Westlake. In the first meeting between these two teams, it was a 61-52 win for the Thunder at Skyridge. It's been a tough year for Skyridge so far in region play. They're 0-5 in Region 4 so far. Hungry to get a win today. Brian, what do they need to do to get it?
Yeah, I mean, Skyridge, you got to start hitting some shots. Obviously, we're nearly 3 minutes into this one, haven't gotten a shot to go down, and you got to stop turning the ball over. It would be number one, I think.
Yeah, their turnover is the only points they've given up so far. Corner triple, Kappel, too strong. Lid on the basket for both teams here early, Brian.
Yeah, it's been a slow start for both of these teams. Westlake missing a lot of shots from the perimeter.
Jensen in the corner. His shot won't fall. Thunder want to feed it down low. McManus inside, goes up strong, can't get it to fall. A lot of contact there, but no whistle.
Yeah, a lot of physical play in this game. There's been a couple times I thought that we might get a whistle, and nothing yet out of the referees. Honestly, I kind of like that. Let them get up and down and see how this game is going to develop.
Skyridge 6-11 on the season, that 0-5 record in region play. Just one road win for them on the season. They're looking to change that today. Inside, out of control shot, and no whistle for Jensen.
Really good defense there for McManus. Came over, kept his feet, defended the shot without fouling.
Speaking of McManus, they go to him inside, but the double comes. McManus able to hold on to it. He's looking to get rid of the ball. He will, kicks it out of the paint. Burdett, hands off. Kroll with it up top. Thunder working it around. So just about under 4 minutes now, and we've only had 2 points in this one. What a crazy start, Brian.
Definitely not what you would call beautiful basketball so far, but both teams playing with good effort so far tonight. You got to imagine that this 6A region matchup, just take a few minutes to calm down and really get involved in this game. I'm sure it'll work out.
A lot of changes for the Falcons because of the early struggles, as we see Tate Larson check in. Larson on the floor, as well as Cy Hansen. Skyridge brings it ahead. Looking to get around. Both teams' defense has been outstanding early. The offense hasn't been pretty, but got to give credit to the defense. Opportunity inside, and doing a good job finishing it is Cy Hansen.
A good pick and roll there. Slips to screen by Hansen. Gets the layup. First bucket for Skyridge. Ties it up at 2.
Kroll steps back. Falcons all over him. They'll kick in the corner. Kroll leaves it short, but no one boxes out McManus, and he'll make him pay.
McManus left wide open. Nobody near him. He pulls down the rebound, gets 2 points in the paint.
Jory hands it off. Falcons working it around. Hansen thought about the shot. They left him open, but he hesitated. Jory won't hesitate, and he drains it.
That's the first 3 we've seen go down. Both teams with a lot of attempts from beyond the perimeter.
Tough pull up on the other end, won't go. Fight again, a lot of physicality, but once again, no whistles. They're really letting them play, Brian.
Yeah, the refs have not been interested in calling fouls here. Now we get a whistle.
Yeah, Kroll came up a little bit hobbly there, but he wasn't even the one involved in the whistle.
Yeah, that was Jordan Kroll in the corner. I'm not sure what happened. He went down to the floor for a minute, got up, and looked to be grimacing in pain. So we'll see what's going on with Jordan Kroll as he substitutes out.
Mentioned the first matchup between these two teams. It was 61-52. Westlake was able to get it. That occurred back on January 13. Westlake really strong all game. Every quarter except for the fourth, they scored over 15. Much different game tonight with 2:25 to go now. With it on the high post, scanning is Hansen. And we'll have our first free throws of the game. It's the personal foul committed by Sua. No, it is fun and refreshing to see him let him play, though, Brian. And I think a lot of times we see officials get over-involved in some of these games, and that's been one of the exciting things here early. And you got to credit the defense for both sides doing a good job being physical, but it's not like we're seeing missed calls all over the place by any means.
Yeah, both teams have been incredibly active on defense, but they've been moving, they've been staying with their man, and been doing a good job keeping active hands, swiping at the ball without a lot of contact. Like you said, not really a lot of missed calls to speak of. It's just that these two teams have been kind of playing at a frenetic pace, and the officials have been able to swallow the whistles so far.
1 for 2 at the line for Jory, and he'll take a seat as Ethan Gagon checks in. Skyridge up by 2, just over 2 minutes to play in our first quarter.
4 points now for J.J. Jory.
On the drive, beautiful ball movement by the Thunder. Boston Jones finishing the layup. Tie game, just like that.
Great job from Jones there on that possession to find Fawcett in the paint for the easy layup.
Falcons get the miss. They'll take over or just be able to resume their offense. Working around on the outside. Sheffield, but a travel.
He's got a little ahead of himself, took that step before he put the ball on the floor. I think that's at least 4, maybe 5 turnovers here in the first quarter from Skyridge. Not great. They're going to want to figure out how to protect the basketball if they're going to try and pick up the win tonight.
One thing they have done a good job early on is limiting the sophomore for the Thunder, Simon Sua. Last time Sua faced off against Skyridge, he had 22 points and made 5 threes overall.
Have a back court here. So Westlake turns it over back to Skyridge. Still tied at 6, almost 7 minutes into this one, and slow developing.
Very much so. The only time we had one of these teams score under 10 in a quarter, the last time they played was in the third quarter, where Skyridge only scored 8, where it ended up, or excuse me, Westlake only scored 8, and ended up being too much of a lead to surmount for them. Pump, the triple, Jory! He can't connect, ball hangs in the air, Westlake comes up with it. Just over a minute to play now.
Saw Jordan Kroll flying out of nowhere trying to get that block shot. Good pump fake by Jory.
They want to feed it into Fawcett. Bounced around all over. Falcons end up with it. Falcons got number if they push it. Jory dribbles it out. Jory drives, kicks, open triple. Anderson can't knock it down. Jory nearly had the offensive rebound, let the Thunder get it back.
Westlake really extending their defense, stepping out to 23, 24, 25 feet consistently tonight.
Under 40 seconds remaining, shot clock, game clock difference about 10 seconds. Thunder nearly get another turnover. A lot of contact, no whistle. Fancy pass, Thunder working it around, and it leads to the easy score on the other end for Cade Fawcett.
Really good job there by Fawcett to establish post position, catch that entry pass, and then spin into the paint for an easy layup, feeling the defense.
Larson looking, scans, clock down to 5. Thunder got to force it. Hunter steps back, pumps, hesitates, and drains it. Hunter takes the contact and buries it. We waited 8 minutes, and that was the best offensive play of the first quarter, Brian.
And I thought we might get a whistle on that one. We did not get the whistle, but a made three-point shot. We end the first quarter with Skyridge taking a 9-8 lead over the Westlake Thunder.
You're watching KSL Sports Rewind. Welcome back inside to Westlake High School, where the Thunder currently trail by 1. Skyridge has the lead. We didn't see a lot of offense, but man, what a shot by Mason Hunter, the leader for the Falcons in scoring. He has over 250 points on the season, and you can see why when he can take and make tough shots like that.
Yeah, Mason Hunter with the pump fake, gets the defender up in the air, tried to jump into him and draw the foul. The official didn't go for it, still hits the three, giving Skyridge that 9-8 lead.
Hunter averages 14.7 a game, 4 rebounds, and 2.1 assists. They're going to try to feed him once again, guarded by Burdell. Burdell really being physical with him, and we'll actually have a whistle elsewhere. Looks like the foul that time committed by Tate Merrill. No relation to Sam, we did confirm that earlier.
So first foul of the night on Tate Merrill. No, not related to Sam. I think Sam grew up, went to Bountiful High School.
That's a good point. Do you write for Utah State?
I do write for Utah State. Thank you for bringing that up. You can find my work on KSL Sports app.
Oh, there you go. Jory off the mark on the triple attempt. Driving the other way, it's Merrill. He kicks it over. Kroll. Thunder working it around. Able to penetrate inside. Pass a little bit behind. Got to give a lot of credit to this Falcons defense here early.
Well, both defenses have been playing really good so far. That pass just a little bit behind Quade Fawcett leads to the turnover, and now we got a foul on the other end.
Yeah, good job by Davis taking it away and instantly putting pressure on the Thunder defense, and he'll be rewarded with some trips to the free throw line. Mentioned the Thunder have done a much better job defensively this time around than they did in their first meeting against Westlake, but Skyridge has done a much better job around defensively against Westlake, but still trying to figure out the scoring of their own. This is a Skyridge team on the season. Mentioned the struggles in region play. They lost to Lone Peak, Corner Canyon, Pleasant Grove, and American Fork, but I mean, this is a loaded region as we see the offensive rebound and put back by Cannon Jensen.
Cannon Jensen doing a great job pulling down that offensive rebound, going straight back up. Didn't give the defense any time to react.
Nearly another turnover. A good foul call by our officials. As you can see, Jones was going for the ball but ended up grabbing a little wrist that time, Brian.
Is there a take foul rule in high school basketball or just side out?
Just side out, yeah.
These are the important questions.
Yes, yeah. Falcons led by head coach Jeff Gardner. 7 years with the Falcons, 98-64, so looking for win number 99 tonight. And his first one of 2023.
Oh, just 2 wins shy of the century mark for a career. Not too shabby.
Not at all. Jory, no hesitation, but off the mark. Davis has it outside. He'll swing it over. The triple. Misses everything.
Wide left, Dane Housley, not his best shot attempt. Westlake takes over.
It's always fun when two teams meet for the second time. We were at Davis Fremont earlier this week, and so, I mean, the offense a little more potent in that matchup go around, but you could see, guys, that was just a credit to those two teams in that game because teams are in the right place defensively. They know what you need to do to limit the opposition. Sometimes it's just about executing, and for the most part, we've really seen both defense with outstanding defensive execution here early.
Yeah, that's exactly what we're getting tonight. It's obvious these two teams, I mean, one, they've played each other, but they've studied each other. These coaches seem to know each other, and they're really just kind of beating their heads against the wall so far early in this one.
Suick gets it. He'll swing it over to Kroll. Kroll kicks it over to Burdett. Burdett looks, Gives to Kroll. Close to the sideline, McManus has it up top. McManus nearly has it taken away. Man, the Falcons seem to be everywhere. Sua tries to break free. Davis all over him. Tough shot. Sua drains it.
Really difficult shot from Simon Sua.
What a shot by the sophomore. My goodness. Jensen over to Davis. Davis, he buries the 18-footer.
That's Davis's first field goal tonight. He's got 3 points in the quarter. Skyridge maintaining this 4-point lead, leading 14-10.
Sua's shot won't go, but Skyridge couldn't collect the rebound. And Sua starting to heat up now. He's got 5.
5 quick points for Simon Sua. That'll be the first 3-pointer for Westlake tonight, too.
Well, we have a moment. We want to talk to you guys about the new Utah Jazz camps and clinics that are now available. There are options at the state-of-the-art Shoot 360 facility and at a local gymnasium throughout Utah and Idaho for your child to level up their shooting, passing, and ball handling skills. Plus, each camper receives a Utah Jazz swag bag. Register today at utahjazzcamps.com. Once again, it's utahjazzcamps.com to attend a Jazz clinic today.
That's a good read.
Davis. Can't connect. Great rebound by Jensen. The Falcons wide receiver going up top to bring that one down, but can't get the layup to go is Housley.
Jensen drives straight through 4 Westlake defenders. Can't get the layup to go, though.
Sua with 5 points in the quarter. He's starting to heat up. He thought about shooting that one there. Sua does not operate like a sophomore, Brian.
No, he does not. You can tell. He looks comfortable on the floor. He looks like a kid who is not afraid to let the offense come to him when he needs to.
That first shot he hit on Davis, too. I mean, sometimes all it takes is one, right? Davis was all over him, great defense, and now you can tell the confidence is there. Speaking of confidence, how about that shot from Bodie Capel? Skyridge burns a timeout, 15-14, Thunder lead it. We'll take a break. You're watching KSL Sports Rewind. Thunder really starting to heat up. We saw the ball movement in a couple stretches was really strong, but then there was some turnovers mixed in. Now they're really starting to figure out this Falcons defense.
Well, I would say both offenses are starting to get things going. We've seen Simon Sua with 5 quick points for Westlake. On the other side, Skyridge getting some things going with Josh Davis, 3 points here in the period. And it's coming together now.
Jensen drives, swings. Jory thought about it. Davis with it now. Davis swings it up top over to Larson. Hunter with it now. Hunter pumps. Skyridge working around, under 15. Just over 4 to go in this one. Davis down low, has a size mismatch. Davis tries to fade. What a rejection! My goodness, Jordan Kroll, how do you do?
Jordan Kroll said, get it out, Josh Davis. You will not make a jump shot.
Wow, really physical defense, and we finally see the whistle that time. Larson a little over aggressive.
Yeah, Larson reaching in there. It looked like he got a hand on the ball, and maybe got a little bit of the body too.
Falcons have done a really good job toeing the line, right, in terms of physicality, fouling or not fouling. See right there, they went over a little bit, but they've been really strong. And it almost, some of these possessions, it's felt like they're everywhere, Brian, too.
Oh, yeah.
Shot off the mark, but the rebound collected and put back for the score by Bodie Capel. On the other end, it's Hunter. Hunter drives and flips it up off the fingertips. (17-16), Thunder lead it. Nearly a turnover. Westlake comes up with it. They try to kick it to Kroll. Was that last touch by the Falcons? It was. It will stay with the Thunder.
Yeah, it doesn't look like on either end, either team is getting an easy pass. Both of these defenses are so active, hands up, knocking everything away so far tonight.
Thunder got to get it in. They will to Capel. Capel wants a screen from McManus. Instead, he'll drive left, and it's turned over. Jordy feeds it ahead over to Mason Hunter. Hunter drives, hangs on McManus, and somehow finishes. How about the shots we've seen Mason Hunter hit here early? My goodness.
Oh, Mason Hunter's been terrific.
Thunder trying to get back to scoring on their own. That one nearly turned over. Hunter pokes it away. Hunter swings it. McManus commits the foul.
And that foul looked like the case of sometimes you got the kid who plays football and that physicality, so it comes over to the basketball basketball court a little bit. That's what we saw on that one from McManus. That's his second foul tonight.
Correct me if I miss any of these here, Brian, but just think about Mason Hunter's shot. He had the buzzer beater where he was trying to sell the foul, jumped into the defender, made it harder on himself, still drained the three. He had the one baseline finger roll, which I had no idea how he got that one in, and then finishes through the contact there, too. Those are just three incredible buckets.
Yeah, Mason Hunter's doing a great job absorbing contact, finishing through that contact, and he's got 7 points here in the first half, doing a great job for his Skyridge team.
They work it around. Sheffield, hands off to Jensen. On the drive, it's Jory. Jensen, off the mark. Westlake's got it. Thunder trying to get it inside. Thunder, you could tell going in, knew they would have a size advantage. Now they won't get McManus. Oh, backcourt. I thought that was tipped, Brian.
Wow, I did think that ball got knocked away. I'm right there with you, JT. I'm kind of surprised as that was Jordan Kroll coming up to catch the pass. Looked like he took some contact, first of all, and I thought the ball was tipped into the backcourt. The official saw it differently, and the Westlake crowd is letting them hear it.
One interesting thing there was Coach Nate Carling, who was originally really frustrated, gave up pretty quickly, so must have seen something from another angle. Slow rising triple, but won't fall. Merrill runs the floor. Merrill off the glass, coast to coast.
One of the first rules of basketball, you got to stop the ball. Nobody got in front of Tate Merrill. He took it right to the hoop.
Hunter lost it. Oh, Westlake tries to save it under their own hoop. That could be a mistake. And it will be. Count the basket. Big time finish down low for Hunter Sheffield.
We went through this the other night with the Davis-Farmington game. You never want to save the ball underneath your own basket. It always leads to something negative, and we got an and one opportunity now for Skyridge and Jackson Mosteler.
Skyridge sinks the free throw, giving us a tie game. Yeah, took our scoreboard a second update. For a second I thought I was seeing something. The scoreboard inside didn't update to 21 right away as to see the personal foul committed, but this has just been one of those really fun physical games here early, Brian.
This second quarter has been really fun after a slow start by both teams. Had a 9-8 finish to the first quarter. And now Skyridge with 12 points, still 2 minutes left, and the Thunder have 11 points on the board. Some really fun basketball.
They look inside. Fawcett swings to Kroll. Kroll off the dribble, leaves it short. Sua tries to get the board, and bodies hit the floor.
Simon Sua came flying in to get that rebound, got pulled down from behind. Looked like it was Mason Hunter who's going to get whistled for the foul. I believe that will be a loose ball foul, so it should be Westlake ball out of bounds.
Yeah, Westlake ball was definitely some confusion from Coach Gardner. He thought the foul was going to go against the Thunder, but it will not. Sua dribbles around, lazy pass nearly taken away. Man, anytime you leave a pass slightly behind, Falcons are there.
Tate Larson is out for blood. He's going to try and take every pass on the floor.
One thing that's very different, as you can tell, is Westlake so far has only played 7 guys. As for the Thunder, they go deep into their bench, Brian. Merrill with it up top. Merrill drives baseline, looks, scans, he's stuck, needs a teammate to come over. Jones surveys. Miscommunication nearly resulting in a turnover. Under 15 on the shot clock, just over a minute to play in our first half. Kroll drives, hangs, floats, can't finish. Davis collects it.
Jordan Kroll had a good look at the basket there on that dribble drive, unable to finish.
Housley hands off to Gagan. Davis with it on the right wing. Davis looking, scans, hands it off to the cutting Housley. Thunder take it away. Kroll running the floor, and we'll see the foul by Davis. That one looked intentional, too.
Yeah, it looked like Davis was just trying to stop the fast break there. I'm not totally sure what the thinking was because he had his teammates back on the defensive end.
They're lucky they're not close to the bonus, too. Just the 5th foul that committed by Skyridge. Westlake up to 7. They got to be careful. Shot clock and game clock differences. Another one is deflected by the Thunder. So 37 seconds left in our first half. 30 seconds on the shot clock. Going to bring Sua back in. Sua's probably hit what have been the 2 toughest shots of the game so far by the Thunder, so it makes sense you want to give him last run in.
Yeah, 37 seconds left in the period, so you want to get Sua on the floor to give yourself the best chance to finish on a high note here in the first half.
Merrill over to Sua. Sua looks, swings to Capel. 20 seconds on the shot clock, 25 seconds left in the game. Merrill looking, he's stuck, nearly another turnover. Sua ends up with it. Sua drives baseline, has to hang, and it turned over regardless. One of the students thought he stepped out of bounds, jumped out of his seat to touch the baseline.
Simon Sua, it looked like he was just trying to do a little bit too much on that possession, drives baseline, and then ends up in the air. That's the last thing you want to do. At least try and keep your dribble, whether or not you do the Nash dribble and go all the way through, or if you just pull it back out. But Sua tries to do a little bit too much, gets himself in trouble, ends up in a turnover.
End of the first half, kind of playing out like the first quarter did, where scoring really dried up, but Skyridge still with 15 seconds. They got a 3-point lead, looking for their first win of region play. See if they can extend their halftime lead. Jensen drives, flips. Jordy thought about the 3, sidestep. JJ Jordy can't connect, and the Thunder won't get that off, so that'll be our halftime score, 21-19. It's a hard-fought defensive grind between these 2 Region 4 opponents. Brian, your first half thoughts?
2 teams that you could tell know each other well, coming out playing some really hard basketball, not giving up anything easy here in the first half. We'll see what adjustments the coaches are able to make at halftime. But I expect this to continue to be a great basketball game with Skyridge leading by 2 after 20 minutes, after 16 minutes.
Yeah. We'll be back in 10 for the second half. But your halftime score, the Skyridge Falcons lead the Westlake Thunder 21-19 on KSL Sports Rewind.
I don't know anything.
Welcome back inside to Westlake High School for the second half between the Thunder and Falcons. It was 21-19 at the end of our first 2. And Brian, we were just talking about the leading scorers in the first half, and everyone's in the single digits because the defense has just been that good.
Yeah, Bodie Capel for Westlake with 6 points, and then it's Mason Hunter for the Skyridge Falcons with 7 points. But the defenses have really been the story of the first half tonight.
Just a few players have even made 2 shots. Good look on the first one, that go around for Kroll, but he can't get the ball, but takes it away back. Kroll doubled in the corner, Kroll looking, and Kroll stepped out of bounds before Coach Carlin could get the timeout in.
Yeah, that's just unfortunate if you're Kroll. I mean, you get that steal in the backcourt, but then that also means you are alone in the backcourt without a teammate. It took his teammates a few seconds to realize that they had the ball. And by that time, Kroll was forced out of bounds.
Falcons get it up top, reset their offense. Shot clock down to 20. The drive, kick in the corner. Jory thought about it. He'll swing it over to Hunter. Hunter leads with 7. Hunter rises up to take the tough 3 and misses everything.
Looks like that's Tyler Burdett went over the screen trying to defend the shot, and I think he might have gotten hit in the face by the ball as it was going up or something. He seems to be okay.
Yeah. Westlake looking.
The question is, does he get a blocked shot for hitting it with his face?
I would vote yes.
I would want it if it was me.
Triple, Burdett, too strong. Fight for the rebound, poked around. Who's going to get it? Bodies on the floor. Skyridge ends up with it, we think, for a moment. No, Westlake, no, Skyridge has it now. We're flying around. Falcons drive in. Sweet wraparound pass, Jory. Air ball. That one saved out to the Falcons. What a sequence, Brian.
Incredible effort from both teams here.
A lot of contact and finishing it. What a basket by Mason Hunter. My goodness.
How did he get that to go? I don't even know how he got it on the rim.
I feel like I've said that about all of his makes tonight.
He was coming down when he got fouled and just threw that ball up and ends up with a 3-point opportunity.
Hunter hunting for baskets. He's been successful. And right there catches the 3-point play. Falcons lead up to 5. Largest lead we've seen from either side in the early goings of this one as we now start our third. The drive, but can't finish it is Capel. Bounce pass, try to throw it ahead. Little behind, Burdell takes it away. Burdell looks, they want to get it into McManus. McManus with the Falcons ready to help. McManus looks, turns, he's stuck, leans in. McManus too strong, he'll follow his own miss and he's going to the line.
McManus does doing a good job in the post, fighting and getting that shot. The one thing I would like to see is from a kid his size, you need to be catching that pass about 4 feet deeper. You shouldn't be forced out to 15 feet to catch that ball. Still great effort by McManus to get the offensive rebound and get to the foul line.
McManus knocks down the first shot. This is a Falcons team that in their most recent game against American Fork, they gave up just 18 points in the first quarter. And they gave up overall 40 points early on against Pleasant Grove at one point. But either way, 4-point game now after the free throw. Davis collects it on the high post. McManus laying off him. Jensen lost it. Gets a screen from Davis. Jensen looks, tries to flip it. Contact, no whistle. That's a turnover.
Good defense by Westlake, keeping their feet.
Westlake student section, if you guys are looking on your screen, you might go, where are them? They are right below us, and you can see the Skyridge students decided to pile on right on the right side of the baseline. Makes for a fun atmosphere, Brian.
I've been kind of surprised these Westlake students haven't been as loud as I expected tonight.
I'm glad they can't hear you.
I should tell them.
Yeah.
This is a fun environment, though. It's a fun gym. I like how you come in and it's kind of a pit down to the court. I like this setup at Westlake.
Traps the sound, makes it a fun setup.
Yep.
Westlake under the baseline. This is a Thunder team that has had, look, they've been successful on offense almost all of their most recent games. I mean, they scored 30 in the first half versus Lone Peak. They scored 27 against American Fork before that, against Pleasant Grove. We're in the 20s too, so it's been a struggle tonight as they are once again held scoreless for another possession, but they're able to take it away. Kroll gets it ahead and lays it up. That's the one way we've seen Westlake really have success tonight. Those turnovers forcing defense into offense. Jory. He drains it. JJ Jory. He's shot a lot. He's gotten good looks, and one finally drops for him.
That's the second made three of the night for JJ Jory. He's got 7 points.
Jory heating up from the outside. 4:40 to go. They want to feed McManus. They will. The double. Looking, waiting. Kroll in the corner. You bad. Jordan Kroll. He averages 12 a game and 2.4 made threes. That's his first from distance tonight.
Yeah, 5 points for Kroll right there. 2 straight possessions he scores.
Falcons connect on the other end. Offense is starting to heat up in this one.
Another turnover. Skyridge takes it. And we get a whistle. That's going to be a foul called on Tyler Burdett. Burdett went down, ends up tripping Mason Hunter. Burdett not happy with the call. JT, the defense is, I mean, we've talked about it all night long. Defenses have really been taking charge, but the offensive struggle is directly tied to turnovers for both teams. So both teams have been doing a poor job protecting the basketball, taking some chances they didn't need to, and then there's been some times where the defenders have just made good plays.
Davis swings it over to Jensen. Jensen will bring it out, reset the offense. Under 4 to play in our third quarter. Davis gets it on the elbow. Davis nearly has it taken away. Jensen drives, hangs, flips. Offensive foul.
Yeah, really good play. Jordan Kroll gets set in high school basketball. You know, at any other level, college or beyond, that might end up being a blocking foul. But there's no charge circle in the high school level. So good defensive play from Jordan Kroll.
It's been amazing how fast the pace of this game has been too, Brian. And we mentioned the Thunder haven't been able to sub a ton either. And I mean, we're not even into an hour play. By the time we're not through an hour, we're basically gonna have 3/4 of this game down.
Yeah, we were just flying. There have not been a lot of whistles tonight.
Jones drives, looks, he's stuck, looking for a teammate. Anyone, McManus steps out to the 3-point line. Kroll gets the screen. Kroll drives, steps back, rattles in and out. But the Thunder get it right back, but turn it over on the drive.
And again, that turnover is one where you see a guy trying to do a little bit too much, and that's Tate Merrill there. Probably would have been better off to put the shot up himself rather than try and swing that pass.
Really physical defense that time from Merrill, who was all over Hunter, but everything Hunter has gotten tonight has been extremely difficult, which I think if you asked Coach Nate Carling of the Thunder, that was exactly his goal. Larson with it up top. Larson feeds Davis. Hunter hangs. What a block by McManus! My goodness!
McManus, just too much man at the hoop, blocks that shot, sends it the other way.
Speaking of that size, he's going to try to use it against Davis. He pumps. Great move and the finish. McManus, the 6'5 senior, getting it done on both ends of the floor.
Good move, good up and under. May have gotten away with an extra step on that play, but if the ref doesn't see it, that's 2 points.
Jensen drives, hangs, and finishes. Jensen hangs and elevates. He averages 5.3 per game.
Got 4 points tonight.
Sua off the dribble, and we'll see the whistle. Davis, I believe the foul was on Davis. We'll see in a moment. It was on Davis, being a little physical.
If I'm Westlake, I'd love to see Simon Sua get going right here. He hit a couple of tough shots in the second period. He's been quiet since that time. But Sua, you were talking about it averaging double figures this season, right?
Yeah, he's been really strong. Well, just in their last matchup, I mean, he went off for 22, made 5 threes. Hasn't been able to have the same success. He had that one stretch, but they've done a good job containing him since. McManus on the bench. They'll try to steal the final 2 minutes, get him some rest. In the corner, Kroll. He's got it. Jordan Kroll throwing up the 3 as he sinks it from distance.
Jordan Kroll turned the page on a rough first half. 8 points here in the third quarter, playing some great basketball.
Seeing the scoring pick up for both sides now. 31-30, Falcons lead it. They'll swing in the corner. The triple, Larson off the mark, but it's collected. No whistle on the foul, but then we'll have another one come in. Good offensive rebound from Hunter Sheffield. Oh, it's an offensive foul. Wow. Falcons sideline, can't believe it. And Brian, I don't think you can either.
I'm not sure what the foul was. I don't know what the call was going to be against Westlake. It looked like a clean play.
31-30. Kroll's got a couple threes in this quarter. We'll see if they can get him another look. They'll run him through down low. Kroll inside. Tries to finish through with the jump hook. What a bounce, Kroll!
So Kroll becomes the first player to reach double figures tonight. Westlake takes a 32-31 lead late in the third quarter.
They trailed by as much as 5 in this period too. Skyridge won't get it back on that long mid-ranger. Kroll slows it up, under a minute to play. Shot clock and game clock difference, close to 30-second. Good post defense that time from Sheffield. J.J. Jory on the move, and he connects. Big hit from Jory.
3 threes now for Jory. He's got 11 points tonight.
You could tell the confidence he was shooting with. Eventually, they were going to start falling, and they really have.
J.J. Jory, you can tell just by the way he carries himself. He is one of those guys that the phrase shooters shoot applies to.
Yes. I'll try to steal some rest for Jory. Thunder walking it up. Shot clock and game clock difference, 6 seconds. 30 to go in the quarter. Or check that, about 28 now. Swing it to Jones. Jones with 20. Jones dribbles. The Falcons defense has yielded no room for dribble drives at all this game. Kroll on the move. Too strong. 15 seconds left. Falcons throw it ahead. They have an open Jackson Anderson. Anderson dumps it off, and the finish by Hunter Sheffield. 7 seconds left. 6-5. Westlake swings it. Sua pumps. 2-1. He'll take it. Leaves it short. What an end to the third quarter, Brian.
Wow, we are having some great basketball tonight. Skyridge gives up the lead only briefly. Then they close the period on a 5-0 run, taking a 36-32 lead into the final 8 minutes of this game.
Stay with us on KSL Sports Rewind. Welcome back inside to Westlake High School. Our fourth quarter set to get underway. Skyridge able to maintain the lead. They gave it up, and this is a Falcons team, look, haven't won a game in region play, 0-5. Is this where Westlake starts to retake control? They didn't blink, Brian.
Jordan Kroll, 6 points in the third quarter, or 10 points in the third quarter, but it was J.J. Jory who hit a couple of big baskets late, 2 threes, and he's got 10 points tonight. Skyridge with the lead.
Tough hit from Hunter on the other end. Wow. Lead up to 6.
So Mason Hunter now with 11 points this evening.
Got to be the hardest he's ever fought for 11-2. Not a single one of his shots has been wide open. How about that contested hit from Burdett? He averages 2.3 a game and makes up the average with that triple. Skyridge drives. Jory takes the pass away. It wasn't even intended for him. He can't hit it. 38-35. Westlake feeds it inside. Big man going to work and finishes it. Fawcett with the basket.
Really good entry pass from Burdett. Even better position from Fawcett as he spins and finishes through contact.
The drive by the Falcons, they'll kick it out. Open shot, Larson, too strong. He collects his own miss. Quick fires right away and connects. How about Larson?
Larson with a lightning release there on the second three-point attempt, knocks it down. And Skyridge is not going away quietly as they still lead by 4.
Falcons try to toss it ahead, too far for Hunter. Blown play by Larson.
You know, we've talked about it already, JT. Skyridge 0-5 in region play this year. Just 6 minutes, 22 seconds away from their first win. And you wonder if they're going to start to get a little bit tight down the stretch.
Sua gets it. Sua's been really quiet since that one stretch. It's been a lot of Kroll here. We'll see how long McManus rides the pine, too. Thunder nearly turn it over. They get it inside. Fawcett leaves it short. He got a great look, but just couldn't get it to fall. Jensen running in transition. Jensen looks, dumps it off for Hunter down low. Hunter spins, hangs, and finishes with 2 hands at the rim. Timeout, Westlake.
Mason Hunter just able to get a hold of that ball, collects himself, spins, and hits the easy layup. Skyridge takes their biggest lead of the night, now up 6 against the Westlake Thunder.
While we have a second, I want to talk to you guys about some new Utah Jazz camps. The new Utah Jazz camps and clinics are available now. There are options at the state-of-the-art Shoot 360 facility and at local gymnasiums throughout Utah and Idaho for your child to level up their shooting, passing, and ball handling skills. Plus, each camper receives a Utah Jazz swag bag. Register today at utahjazz.com. Also, if you need plans for spring break, register for Utah Jazz camps and clinics. Your child will receive the best instruction in the state, along with Jazz swag bags and a ticket voucher. Secure your child's spot today at utahjazzcamps.com to improve their basketball skills. Get active and have fun while doing it. Brian McManus back on the floor for the Thunder. What do they need to do to get back into this one, trailing by 6 with 5:50 to go?
You got to get a couple of stops, but on the offensive end, you need to be able to hit shots at the basket. Westlake has had some opportunities. We saw Fawcett with a layup attempt on their last possession, not able to finish. Right now is the time to go to McManus in the post.
Thunder student section must have heard you earlier. They're starting to jump up and down and get loud now, too, as we hear the whistle on the Falcons.
Oh, it's a perfect time. You know, we're getting down to the stretch, 5:42 left in this game. I would hope that the home crowd starts to get loud.
Thunder got to get it in, and they will. Shot too strong on the end from Capel. Falcons ahead. They'll swing in the corner. A wide open Larson, but the defense quickly collapses on him. Jory! It rattles out. Burdett brings it up. Burdett hands off. Over to Sua. Sua defended by Hunter. They want to get McManus inside. He receives it. McManus powers his way in, double doesn't come, and he makes the defense pay.
That's exactly what Westlake needs to do. McManus can have his way in the paint if you can just get that entry pass to him. Good possession by the Thunder.
Larson takes the corner, can't get it to go. Burdett brings it back out. Still over 4:45 to go for this Thunder team. Burdett drives in, hangs beautiful pass to McManus. They can't finish the play, but what a job by the Thunder.
Oh, Burdett did a great job splitting the double team, then dropping the ball off to Maverick McManus. McManus can't finish, but he got hit, gets the foul, goes to the free throw line for another 2 foul shots. McManus is doing a great job making it difficult for the Skyridge defense down low.
We'll see if he can get the free throws. Knocks in the first. That was a heck of a pass by Burdett, too. I still don't know how he got that through, Brian.
I don't know. I mean, just how he saw McManus is kind of beyond me on that play.
Second free throw won't go, but still a one-possession game. 43-40 with 4:35 to go inside Westlake High. Hunter gets it. Gives to Davis. Davis hands off to Larson. Larson! That one rattles out. Thunder bring it up. Looks like they want to get it back into McManus. McManus has to dribble it out. He resets. Swing it over to Burdett. They get the mismatch they want. They'll try to swing it in the corner. On the drive, it's Kroll. Kroll hangs. Can't finish, but more free throws.
And now you see Westlake, their experience really starting to take over here in this fourth quarter as they're forcing the action, getting to the basket, and Skyridge can't do anything but foul.
Kroll at the line.
Jordan Kroll already with 10 points here in the second half.
Make it 11 in this half.
Made 4 baskets in the third quarter, a pair of threes.
Leads the Thunder in scoring. And he's got his season average of 12 with that shot. Skyridge takes a timeout. We will as well. 1-point game, and we got 4 to play. 43-42 on KSL Sports Rewind. Don't go anywhere. Back here inside Westlake High School, Skyridge decided to burn a timeout. They led by as much as 6 just a couple of seconds ago, it felt like, Brian, and the lead dwindled. So that led to head coach Jeff Gardner deciding to burn a timeout, and you like that decision.
I thought it was a good timeout by Coach Gardner. Skyridge had a couple of offensive possessions where they just failed to get a good look. So he comes out, he calls that timeout, settles the team down, and they draw up a play in the huddle. Let's see how this works out.
We haven't seen Hunter get anything off in a while. We'll see if they try to get him a look here. They're running him around a lot of screens. Jensen swings it over to J.J. Jory. Larson wide open. Too strong. Fight for the rebound. Thunder come up with it. Burdell brings it up. Burdell looks and jumps it off. Great cut. Great ball movement. But the foul. Good foul that time from Sheffield.
Skyridge doing just enough to be able to get the foul. Really good ball movement there from Westlake. Burdett found Kroll. Kroll was open in the corner for just a moment. Ended up cutting baseline where Burdett hit him, and then Kroll dumps it off to McManus.
McManus ties the game with 3:32 to go. McManus to give their Thunder the first lead of the second half. He leaves it short. We remain tied. Wonder if we'll try to see them get Hunter a shot here, Brian. He hasn't been able to get much off. They've been doing a great job on him defensively, the Thunder have.
Yeah, Mason Hunter is leading Skyridge with 13 points tonight. Hasn't had much in the last few possessions. We'll see if they can get it to him.
And the Falcons lose it off the dribble. McManus gets it ahead, gives off to Burdell. Burdell dribbles it out. Westlake waits, looks, and a turnover by the Thunder. Oh, deflection. It'll stay with the Thunder. Wow.
Yeah, I think both officials disagreed on that. The official on the baseline ends up making the call. He thought he felt like he had a better look at it. Not a surprise to see a tipped pass, as defense has been so active tonight.
Jackson Anderson checks in for Skyridge. Burdell brings it out, under 3 to play. Sua up top, swings it over to Kroll. Kroll, and eventually Burdell receives it. They're looking at McManus. Burdell drives, and nice hands from Hunter to poke it out with 11 on the shot clock.
Again, Skyridge able to poke that ball away and force another inbounds pass and a reset here.
Ethan Gagon coming on now. See J.J. Jory come out. Could be an offense for defense sub with how well Jory shot it in this one, Brian.
Yeah, 2:43 left. Surprised to see Jory coming out, but offense, defense would make some sense.
McManus kicks it out. The drive, Capel looks, dumps it off to Kroll. Kroll swings it, Burrell, and that's a shot clock violation. Oh, we had a travel anyways, though, before it even happened.
This has been a great second half. Westlake has really changed things, opened some stuff up on offense. They've been focusing on the backdoor cuts from the corner. They've been getting a lot of offensive opportunities out of that. We'll see if Skyridge can adjust and slow them down. But this Falcon team still struggling on offense in this fourth quarter.
The Thunder have responded to every Westlake con back. That shot is buried. Big time hit from Jackson Anderson.
It's the first basket of the night for Jackson Anderson. It couldn't have come at a better time.
Ice in his veins, and it gives the Falcons a 3-point lead with just over 2 to go. McManus swings it over to Capel. Burdell with it. Burdell looks, scans. Burdell tucks it, drives, hangs, and too strong, misses everything. Fight for the rebound, battled around. Eventually, Hunter comes up with it. Falcons toss it ahead. Wide open, Davis runs the floor and finishes the layup.
Great transition offense there. J.J. Jory hits Josh Davis.
Kroll sidesteps, shoots, leaves it short. Falcons give up the offensive rebound, and Westlake takes a timeout. Full timeout, we'll take one as well. Come back for the final 1:30 with us in a moment on KSL Sports Rewind. We've seen it time and time again this game. Skyridge builds a lead, Westlake comes back, and every time the winless Falcons in region play have responded, Brian.
Yeah, Skyridge, just every step of the way they've been able to respond. A 5-0 run after they had struggled offensively for several minutes here in the fourth quarter. They now go up 48-43. Westlake is going to have their work cut out for them over the final 90 seconds.
Burdett with it. Swing it over to Kroll up top. Kroll top of the key. Kroll driving in. A lot of contact, and he's shooting free throws.
Westlake getting back to the free throw line. That's been their bread and butter here in the second half, trying to take advantage of their size.
Talked about potential offense to defensive subs. After these free throws, we'll see J.J. Jory and Tate Larson check in for the Falcons. Oh, never mind. They put Larson back on the bench. Kroll knocks it down.
After going scoreless in the first half, Jordan Kroll, really big second half here, scored 10 points in the third quarter, looking for his 4th point here in the 4th.
Make it a 1-possession game. He can't! Tough bounce that time. 4 points the difference. Jensen's got it. Skyridge slowing it down with 1:14 to play. The Falcons burn a timeout. Haven't given us a signal on the duration yet. It'll just be a quick 30, so we'll keep it here. If you're the Falcons, what are you trying to do out of this one, Brian?
If you're Skyridge, you want to have a good possession. You're not trying to force anything, and you're not trying to go quick. You're up 4 points. The clock is your friend at this moment. So you're just looking to get a good shot. I would love to get the ball in the hands of Mason Hunter or J.J. Jory. Those two have been not only two of the most effective shooters, but two of the most confident shooters tonight.
And Yeah, and they've been so aggressive defending them too. It's led to open looks. Like just a little bit ago, we saw Jackson Anderson make his first huge 3 of the game. So it'll be interesting to see if Westlake continues to stay with really doubling or really attacking hard whenever Hunter or Jory get the ball.
And then Westlake, JT, on the other side, Westlake has gone 1 for 2 at the free throw line on several different possessions. They've got to start converting those free throws to get back in this game.
Well, forget what we said about Mason Hunter. He's on the bench for this one.
I didn't want the ball going to him anyway. JJ Jory is available.
Larson with it. Larson nearly has it poked away by Kroll. Thunder going to double. 1:05 remaining, 20 on the shot clock. Jory with it. Jory stuck. And the turnover, Westlake's got a 2-on-1 opportunity. Behind the back pass, they go right back. And Westlake scores it. What a basket. Merrill finishes. What a pass by Burdell.
Merrill and Burdett passing it back and forth. Little Globetrotter action on that fast break. And Burdett hits the layup. 2-point game.
Backcourt violation. Oh my gosh. Thunder get it right back.
Falcons beating themselves on that possession, just an unforced error. We've got a 2-point ball game with 43 seconds left.
Falcons making some more defensive substitutions. 48-46, 43 seconds to go. So 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Burdett with
play
it.
2 for 1?
I might. Tua's got it. They'll look inside to Merrill. Merrill, McManus hangs, can't finish. Fantastic defense from Davis, and that is Falcons ball. What a job by Davis.
McManus had an open look, couldn't finish. And the Falcons come up the beneficiaries of it. They'll have the ball, and Westlake will be forced to foul now.
31 seconds left. It was a really good look for McManus, but a good job by Davis not letting him use the backboard. Saw McManus still try to settle for almost just a floater and just couldn't get it in. Wow, Brian.
McManus had an open look, but he had a bad angle. He didn't really have a look at the glass to try and bank that shot. So he tries to put touch on it, and it just, a little bit too much, too strong from Maverick McManus. The ball goes out of play. Huge possession here for Skyridge. Sure, Westlake is going to foul. They'll probably try and double team the ball, force a steal, and then foul. And if you're Skyridge, you just got to hit free throws, and you should be able to pick up your first region win.
It's something we've seen Westlake not be able to do in this one. Falcons have had more success at the charity stripe, but not as many opportunities. A lot of their success has come from the outside. And we've even talked about, it's crazy how limited Mason Hunter has been as we've kind of shifted into the fourth quarter, yet the Falcons has still been able to hang on to this lead, Brian.
Yeah, the Falcons really doing a good job getting contributions from several different players. You talked about...
Jory's done a great job for them.
It was Jory, and we had a 3 from Tate Larson, and Dane Housley hits a 3. Skyridge really doing a good job in this fourth quarter.
Jackson
Anderson. We
Anderson.
can't assume an easy inbounds pass.
They get it over, and we see the foul committed right away by Tyler Burdett.
That's the 4th foul of the
we
period,
got
we got a long way to go. 7 fouls for the bonus.
Yeah, 7. So that's why they're going to have to foul it on almost every time they get it in.
Yep.
Hunter gets it. He's wide open. And we'll see the quick foul. And that was one of those weird miscommunications where Westlake didn't want to foul, but the officials thought they did want to foul. They thought they were helping him, but Coach Carling not pleased with that call.
Yeah, I think the official was anticipating that foul call.
And he gets to the other end of the floor. He doesn't want to be involved in that again. Just a couple seconds, strip off the clock. So 28, they adjusted 28.4 left in the game.
So 5 fouls now in the period for Westlake. They've got to foul 2 more times before Skyridge goes to the foul line.
Got to admit, that's exactly what Skyridge wants to. There was no one around Mason Hunter when he got it. They run Larson around the screen. Larson open. Thunder. Let a wide open. Oh, we see a foul on the other end, a blocking foul. Thunder wanted the charge call. They won't get it. That was going to be a wide open Skyridge layup, Brian.
I was really surprised early in that possession that Skyridge wasn't sending anybody deep. You see Larson break free, and he hits Jory. Unfortunately, Westlake ends up with that blocking foul, and it ends up being a good thing for the Thunder.
Is that a 5? We'll see a Skyridge timeout. They almost didn't get it in, but a big timeout. It's a full timeout, so we'll take a break. Falcons holding on to this one by dear life. 48-46, Skyridge, I mean, really close to a 5 there. I gotta say, at least 4.5 when they burned the timeout. I mean, they were flirting with danger that time around, and it was a good call by Coach Gardner to burn the time. We'll see what they try to do differently here. Looks like the same set as last time, though, Brian.
Yeah, and the last thing you want to do here is it's easy to assume a successful inbounds pass, but you've got to be deliberate with this ball.
Thunder get it in. That's a wide open ball. Jory ends up with it. Everyone's screaming. That's a jump ball, I think. What's the call? Oh, wow. So Westlake.
I'm not sure how that wasn't a backcourt call.
I think that's what Westlake was up in arms about.
So we'll have another Westlake timeout, but just pandemonium here at Westlake High School.
So 19.4 left. Thunder are gonna get it. It'll be a full timeout. What do you anticipate the Thunder coming out here with, Brian?
19.4 seconds. You're playing for the last shot, but you want to give yourself an opportunity at an offensive rebound as well. So you're not trying to put a shot up at 2 seconds. You're not trying to put a shot up at 12 seconds. I think what you want to do, you run it down, 9-10 seconds left, and then you're probably going to want to try and get the ball in the hands of Jordan Kroll. You've had Tyler Burdett playing really good, handling the ball a lot in this period, but he hasn't been scoring as much. So Kroll has been really your offensive force in this second half. If you can find a way to get McManus a little bit of space down low with his back to the basket, maybe. The concern is, again, Westlake has struggled at the free throw line in this second half. They've gone 1 of 2 several different times between McManus and Jordan Kroll. So you need to make sure that you're giving yourself a chance to score 2 points here.
You make a great point too, talk about McManus, because not only foul, but it's just so much easier to steal the ball inside the paint. I think it's why we see a lot of teams decide to go elsewhere with it overall. So we see the Falcons bring out their defensive group. Davis, if it wasn't for the huge defense he had that earlier time around against McManus, this would be a tie game right now. Instead, we see the Falcons, no one for Westlake was going to pass in the inbound. Must have been a really good drawn-up play by Coach Carling. Everyone ready to go.
Everybody wanted the shot.
Burdett with it. Thunder looking around. Burdett drives baseline. Burdett has it down low. Burdett looking. He rises up. Off the mark. McManus fight for the ball. McManus with it. McManus scores it with 4 on the clock. Falcons burn a timeout, and Coach Gardner is irate. He wanted a jump ball. He did not get it, and he is furious.
You can't make a jump call in that moment. You just cannot do it. McManus comes down with the offensive rebound, and it's just too strong. Able to go back up through 2 defenders. Really good play by McManus. I understand why you're arguing for a jump call on that one, but it's just not going to happen in the last 5 seconds.
What a job by McManus there. I mean, we said it early on, he's the strongest player on the floor. It's not even close, just from a size standpoint. He's able to rip it away there. Totally agree. You cannot call jump ball in that situation. I didn't even feel like it was hung around that long, as irate as Coach Gardner was. So we got 3.9 to play. What a finish by McManus. He had an opportunity early on. You know he'd be kicking himself if he didn't get another one at it, and he's able to score it and tie this one up at 48.
You know, McManus has struggled around the basket tonight with his touch, but that play, he had just enough, and maybe it was a good thing that he had 2 defenders hanging off of his arms when he went up. It slowed him down enough to be able to hit that layup. Either way, the biggest shot of this ball game from Maverick McManus ties it up, 3.9 seconds. So now the question is, Skyridge, what are they going to do on the offensive end?
Falcons looking for their first Region 4 win.
Skyridge has to go the length of the floor.
Hunter set to inbound it. He's hit some tough shots tonight. He can run the baseline.
3.9 seconds, a lot of time.
And it's a turnover! It goes off the knee of Jensen, and Westlake will have an opportunity with 2.5. Thunder burn another timeout. Oh my goodness, pandemonium, Brian.
Cannon Jensen just trying to do too much. Looking at the basket before he made the catch on that inbounds pass. Kicks it out of bounds, and now Westlake, after trailing 48-46, they've got a chance to win this thing in regulation.
Unbelievable. Trailed by as much as 6 in the fourth quarter and somehow just come back possession by possession. It's been incredible. We could be heading for overtime. We'll see what Coach Carling and his team have to say about that coming out here. We saw Burdett end up taking it last time, but I agreed with what you said the last time we were talking about this situation. 2.5, I want Kroll taking it.
Yeah, and right now at 2.5, you don't have a lot of time to take a bunch of dribbles. You're not going to be running around. I think you get this ball in quickly and then get it to the post. Whether that's Kroll or McManus, get it to the post and get a shot up. That is where you've got the advantage.
It's where officials swallow their whistles too, so we'll see depending on how bad the contact is if they want to call it. Thunder set to toss it in. They're looking, they throw it into McManus, it's poked away, full court heave. Too much on it, overtime in Thunder Arena. I ain't complaining, Brian.
We've got free basketball here, JT, and what a spectacular game. Couldn't ask for a few more minutes of this one. This is great.
48 all as we head into OT. Stay with us on KSL Sports Rewind. Overtime set to get underway inside Westlake High School. We're tied at 48. Falcons had a couple of crushing turnovers that really hurt them, and the Thunder able to capitalize and get this one into extra.
JT, when it was 4-4 about 6 minutes into this game, would it have surprised you if I told you we'd be looking at overtime?
I've been had some bad luck with games, so I would have said yes. But I am sure happy we did. 5 on the floor for Skyridge. It's going to be McManus for Westlake in the jump circle. We see Josh Davis, Cannon Jensen, Mason Hunter, Jackson Anderson, and JJ Jory. For the Thunder as McManus wins the tip. It's McManus, Sua, Burdett, Kroll, and coming across the screen, Merrill, the feed, the score! Big time basket from Merrill on the backdoor cut.
Tate Merrill, terrific baseline cut, gets the pass, hits the easy layup. Westlake takes the lead, their first lead of the second half, I believe.
Hunter, can't get it to fall. Thunder pushing it up. Merrill, we see Westlake slowing it down. Hand off to Burdett. Burdett averages 2.7 assists per game. He's easily matched that today. Kroll, defended by Jensen. Kroll drives, gets past, lays it up high off the glass. McManus tries to tip it out. Merrill ends up with it. Merrill to McManus. McManus hangs, foul, and count it! McManus finishes through with Kroll on the deck.
And McManus finishes. Kroll on the ground. Looks like he might be cramping up. Not a surprise in this environment. Tough played game. But that could be a really big loss for Westlake if Kroll isn't able to continue.
What a pump fake by McManus. Saw both Falcons defenders soar right over his head. See both teams calling their teams back over on the side as we see them work on Kroll on the side. And we'll step away for a brief second on KSL Sports Rewind. Back here inside Westlake High School, McManus scored the basket, chance at a three-point play. Too strong on the shot. Sua almost had the rebound. Kroll had to exit. He's being worked on right now. 52-48. Falcons trying to regain their composure. They've gone a while without scoring. Jensen drives, kicks, corner triple. Too strong. McManus collects Anderson's miss.
Westlake now with a 4-point lead. I believe this is their largest lead of the ball game, and Skyridge may have missed their chance at a win in this game.
2:35 to play in our 4-minute overtime period. McManus sets the screen. Burdett, nothing. He'll dribble it out. Now less than 2:30. Shot clock down to 15. Westlake has been so patient. They want to get it into McManus. Good job fronting down low. They'll kick it. Sua! He's got it! Big time triple from the sophomore!
Gigantic shot from Sua, his first basket since the second quarter. He's got 8 points now in the game, a huge three-point basket.
Incredible by the Thunder. Jensen swicks one to JJ Jory. Jory drives on McManus. Jory looks, kicks in the corner. Skyridge inside, and we'll see a foul called.
A whistle there on Tate Merrill. Like Merrill trying to reach in and knock the ball away, gets called for a foul. It's going to be on the ground, though, so it should be Skyridge ball out of bounds.
Brian, I believe this is an 11-0 run.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And my fault. It's not going to be out of bounds. Skyridge, the fouls from the fourth quarter carry over.
Yeah, in the bonus now, but
shots.
Wow, yeah, 11-0 run. Tough pill to swallow for the Falcons. As the Thunder have really just taken over. We've seen some huge baskets from McManus, some great passes by Burdett. We had the cut by Merrill. Kroll, even though they're getting some work done, still, we believe it looked like a cramp. We hate to speculate as he's still getting checked out. So no Kroll on the score. We've already seen some crazy comebacks, so a minute 55. It's 7 points is doable, but gotta have the free throws here. Jensen, too strong, but a foul whistled, and it'll go against Fawcett. They put Fawcett in for rebounding, and he commits the personal.
So big whistle there on Quade Fawcett. Not a good foul. Sends Skyridge back to the line.
Gagon at the line. It rattles out, and McManus comes up with it. He's doubled down low, but the foul whistled, so we'll have free throws on the other end, too. Oh, Skyridge.
Westlake in the double bonus, too, so it's going to be 2 free throws for Maverick McManus. Skyridge is not able to convert those 2 free throws, and it's not an ideal overtime situation for the Skyridge Falcon team. You hate to see it. They've played so hard tonight.
So well.
And they probably should have been able to win this game in regulation. Couldn't hold on. Maverick McManus, Jordan Kroll just too strong. And you feel for the Skyridge team.
You see McManus just get an incredible bounce right there versus on the other end, Falcons can't get either bounce. And you make a great point about them being able to win. We see Kroll there was a whistle blown. That shot will not count. Whistle was already blown. Kroll able to hobble his way over to the bench, but I don't know if we'll see him this final minute 53, Brian.
It doesn't, he didn't look like he was walking great there. He points down to his leg, his calves, it looked like.
McManus leaves it short. Jory's got it. Jory nearly travels as he collides with a lot of the defenders. 8 points the difference. Hunter drives, fouled. That shot wouldn't have counted anyways, but Hunter going to the line, and he's really been held in check as of late.
Now that's a good dribble drive, though, from Mason Hunter. He needed to take advantage of that and get to the basket. Gets right by the defense and able to draw a foul. And now Skyridge have got to be able to knock down these free throws. They trail by 8.
See JJ Jory check out as Ethan Gagon checks in. Falcons trying to get an offensive rebound, but first they got to hit free throws, and Hunter knocks down the first.
14 points now for Mason Hunter tonight. Looking for his 15.
Leads the Falcons in scoring on the season, but can't get the free throw to fall. A lot of contact, and a foul whistled. It'll go against Skyridge. 56-49, 1:43 to play. Now I will say things have really slowed down. We've just had constant fouling, but unfortunately it's just led to more opportunities if you're the Falcons because Westlake is getting all these free throws now.
Yeah, Westlake's been living at the free throw line in the fourth quarter and in the overtime. And they're in the double bonus. The next foul against Westlake will put Skyridge in the double bonus as well. Skyridge has not been hitting their free throws here in the overtime period, whereas Westlake has just opened up this advantage and they're running away right now.
Jones buries them both. 9 points the lead. Jensen tries to hand it Jory. Jory, did that go off his foot? Oh, it was close, but either way, it will stay with Skyridge.
A good defense there by Burdett, knocks the ball away. You see Skyridge is definitely looking to get the ball in Jory's hands, hoping to get a shot up. But I think Westlake knows that strategy too.
Falcons want to get it in. That one poked. It'll stay with Skyridge.
Simon Sua tasked with staying with J.J. Jory right now and preventing him from catching the pass. Doing a good job defensively. Really impressive work from this sophomore.
Falcons got to get it in. Larson's got it. Larson defended by McManus. Hands off to Jensen. Jensen spins, hangs, and he was fouled. So we got free throws for Jensen.
Back to the free throw line, and now Skyridge in the double bonus.
Cannon Jensen at the line. The senior 6'1" guard. Big free throws. He knocks down the first. 8-point game. Can he make it 7? As we see a slew of Falcons checking in. It's Housley, Hunter, and Anderson all back on the floor.
Jensen looking for his 6th point of the night.
Jensen goes 2 for 2. Makes
Big
this a
free
7-point
there.
game.
Cannon Jensen knocks down a pair.
And we hear the foul whistled. You know, there's still a lot of time left, Brian. I'm surprised they're being so overly aggressive on defense, that being the Falcons.
I mean, Skyridge, I mean, how big of a deficit can you allow before you do have to start fouling every possession?
They definitely don't want to foul Jones. He has been ice at the line. It's his 3rd straight make.
Westlake really stepped up down the stretch. Able to make this comeback, send the game into overtime. It's been all Thunder in the second half.
9-point game. Jensen bringing it up. Jensen gets the screen, the space he'll take. Too strong, nearly banked it in. And Boston Jones has got it. And Jones fouled. He's going to the line. Coming off 4 straight free throws makes. Brian, this could be it.
Yeah, Jones with a chance with a 9-point lead. If he can knock down both of these with 1:13 left, you got to imagine that probably puts it out of reach at this point.
No Kroll for most of the overtime period, but still, Westlake able to put themselves in this position, and it's been a huge credit to Jones, his 5th straight make.
But after the Thunder struggled with free throws in the 4th quarter, and Jones stepping up, like you said, with ice in his veins.
He finally misses one. Hunter drives, kicks, and the blocking foul as 2 Thunder defenders hit the floor.
Yeah, we've gone from early in this game, we were talking about how the officials were really letting them play. There was some physical play, but not overly physical, and now it seems like, it doesn't seem like it. We're getting a whistle every single time down the floor. This game's gotten pretty disjointed.
Since trailing 48-44, Westlake has outscored Skyridge 13-5, Brian. See Hunter at the line, whistle. Falcons want to make sure they secure the rebound. Burdett goes to the bench. Thunder fans cheering him on. What a season the Thunder are in the midst of. This would be their 12th win, assuming they can hold on to it. Would give them 500 in Region 4 play, and this is the kind of team, if you can win these games, feels like they can knock down anyone as Hunter sinks it.
Well, yeah, a close game down the stretch. You send it into overtime, and you're able to make that comeback. This is the type of game and the experience that you can lean on later in the year.
Hunter goes 2 for 2. 8-point game. Sua with it. Did Sua dribble that off his foot? He did! Falcons with just a little bit of life, Brian, with 1:05 to go.
And that's why you can't assume anything. And Simon Sua gets a little bit careless with the dribble in the double team, doesn't have anybody to unload a pass to, and Skyridge takes over.
What a game we've seen from both these teams, and it might not be over yet.
If Skyridge can get a quick bucket, they're still in this game.
They'll throw it into Larson. Larson brings it up, just over a minute to play. J.J. Jory, it's blocked! Big rejection by Capel! And great ball fake by Boston. Boston Jones brings it up, swings it over. Sua thought about the 3. McManus with it, and they'll wisely foul McManus with 48 left to go.
Yeah, good foul. McManus in the corner. He'll go to the free throw line, but that should just about do it. What a block shot on that J.J. Jory 3.
Bodie Capel with one of the defensive plays of the game for Westlake. It sends McManus to the line. He's too strong on the first.
almost as impressive as the block shot itself was the fact that Capel didn't allow his body to follow through and foul Jury.
61-54. Thunder trying to make it a 3-possession game. And we get the violation on McManus.
Yeah, McManus knew that free throw was long out of his hands, tried to go for the offensive rebound.
Yeah. Misspoke earlier, said it would have been a 3-possession game. It would have been a 3-possession game regardless, but a lot more feasible when you're at under 9. Jensen drives, swings, the triple. Too strong. McManus would have had the board, but he was fouled. He'll shoot free throws with 35 seconds left.
So McManus back to the free throw line. He's really been filling it up in the second half, living at that free throw line. We go back to the end of the fourth quarter. Maverick McManus coming down with a gigantic offensive rebound off of a missed floater from Tyler Burdett. McManus able to go back up. You see Westlake with a little bit of shenanigans there. McManus got fouled, and they tried to send Sua to the free throw line. The officials caught on, but back to that play to send this to overtime. McManus has really made a big difference here in the second half. Hit that last bucket to send it to overtime and has been huge here down the stretch.
They leave the second shot short, but the Thunder get it back! We see a huge offensive rebound by Bodie Capel.
You start to see frustration creeping on the faces of this Skyridge team as they know they've let an opportunity get away.
Capel's been sensational defensively. Now an opportunity to add to his point total. Off the mark on the first. 33 seconds to go. We appreciate all of you for joining us tonight on KSL Sports Rewind. Been another great Friday night of hoops across the state of Utah. Make sure you tune in to KSL Sports Rewind for games every Tuesday and Friday. Capel sinks it. 10 points the difference. Off the dribble, the drive. And it's poked away.
Yeah, if you're Westlake here, just don't foul. No need to foul.
Student section singing goodbye. Falcons trying to get it in. The sidestep, Anderson. It's off the mark. Westlake with it. They won't foul. Shot clock turned off. 20 seconds left. What a win for the Westlake Thunder. They mount a monstrous comeback and get it done against the Falcons to capture the 63-53 Region 4 victory. And they've done it. What a performance by the Thunder. Students want to rush the floor. They're being held back. Such a tough loss for the Skyridge Falcons, but all the credit to Westlake and Coach Carling. His team never gave up. They fought till the bitter end, and it's what allowed them to send this one to overtime and then get the win, Brian.
Yeah, Westlake, when you go look at the tape from this game, you're really going to be able to hang your hat on the fact that you never quit. You never gave up, in spite of the fact that you're down 2 possessions inside the final minute. You keep fighting, you're able to come back, tie the game, send it to overtime, and then your talent level takes over in that overtime, and you pick up a big region victory. For Skyridge, you just feel for this Skyridge team. They had an opportunity to pick up their first win of the season in region, squander it late, just didn't come up with enough conversions on the offensive end. Defensively, they didn't have the bodies, and Westlake picks up the big W.
Westlake Thunder fans storm in the court as the students go wild after they defeated the Skyridge Falcons 63-53. For Skyridge, strong performances from Mason, Hunter, J.J. Jory, the rest of Coach Gardner's team, but in the end, it's Coach Carling and the Thunder. Boston Jones late with the free throws. Maverick McManus with the bucket to send it to overtime, and some tough buckets all game long down low. Tate Merrill made some plays. Tyler Burdett with some great passes. Bodie Capel got it done on both ends, and Jordan Kroll huge butts all game long. That will do it for Brian Parise, for Mike Christensen. I'm JT Wistersill. We thank you for tuning in to this presentation of Skyridge basketball as they take on Westlake. Once again, your final, Westlake 63, Skyridge 53. Have a great night, everyone.